What if her silence isn't rejection, but a weapon? And what if the more you chase her, the more power she gains, while you lose yours? Machiavelli wasn't a dating coach. He was a master of power, strategy, and control. But if he were alive today, he'd tell you this. Most men don't lose women because they're bad partners. They lose because they panic under pressure. You're about to see how silence, yes, silence, becomes the battlefield where emotional strength is tested and dominance is defined. Ignore this and you'll keep repeating the same cycle of confusion, chasing, and regret. But master it, and not only will she come back, she'll respect you in ways she never did before. Let's begin. 1. The fatal mistake most men make. When a woman suddenly pulls away, most men do the exact same thing. They run after her. They text more. They try harder. Machiavelli understood something we've forgotten. Real power doesn't beg. It waits. It doesn't chase. It observes. That silence you're hearing, it's not random. It's a deliberate move to see if you crumble without her attention. This isn't about being cold. It's about being composed. 2. Silence isn't always the same. Know the 3 types. Not every silence means the same thing. Think of them as signals in a power game, and you need to read the battlefield like a strategist. Type 1, the test silence. She's still lurking, watching your stories, dropping subtle clues, but goes quiet on purpose. She wants to know, will you chase or stand your ground? Type 2, the personal silence. She's off the grid, no messages, no activity. Something personal hit her life, and she needs mental space. This isn't about you, it's her own storm. Type 3, the rejection silence. Short replies, cold excuses, zero warmth. She's done, but avoids confrontation. It's a quiet exit strategy. Most men panic trying to decode it. But there's a better response. 3. The mirror strategy. Reflect, don't react no matter what type of silence it is. Respond the same way, mirror her behavior. If she takes hours to respond, you take hours too. If she cancels plans, you make other ones calmly. If she's distant, you stay neutral, not cold, just unbothered. This throws off her entire strategy because you've exited the emotional game she was playing. Machiavelli would call this power through self-restraint. 4. What you do while ignoring is everything. But here's where most men fail. They confuse not texting with doing nothing. They sit around, waiting. That's not strategy, that's still submission. Machiavelli would say, while your enemy makes noise, build your empire. So, while she's playing mind games, you hit the gym, grow your business, learn something new, strengthen your friendships. Every hour she spends trying to control the silence. You invest in becoming more magnetic. You're not faking detachment, you're living with purpose. 5. The psychology of loss aversion kicks in. Then, like clockwork, she sees your progress, your photos, your stories, your glow up. Suddenly, she realizes, wait, he's getting better without me, and that triggers something psychologists call loss aversion. People fear losing something they once thought they controlled. You shifted from the one chasing to the one being watched. Now, she's the one analyzing your silence. 6. The return test. Where most men fail. If she comes back, and she will if her interest was real. That's not the victory. That's the real test. This is the moment most men collapse. She sends a simple hey, how have you been? And they jump back in like nothing ever happened. All their progress gone in seconds. But Machiavelli would warn, power means nothing if you can't hold it. So, how do you pass the test? Keep the exact energy that made her come back in the first place. Same response time, same priorities, same routine. She must feel that her return is not a guarantee of your attention, it's an application for it. 7. Consistency is not a gain, it's your standard. This isn't about being petty, it's about being consistent. You didn't fake your growth, so don't drop it when she reappears. One of my friends handled this like a master. She texted after weeks of silence. He didn't jump. He simply replied calmly, checked his schedule, and told her he'd see if he could fit her in. The result? She started making the effort, suggesting meetups, rebuilding the connection. Why? Because he didn't fold. Point 8. When silence turns toxic, use the nuclear option, but there's a darker version of silence. And if you recognize it, don't play chess. Walk away. Some women use silence like a drug. They ghost for days, then come back with crumbs. It's emotional bait. Psychological roulette. One message here, one disappearance there. That's not a test. That's control. If she's ignoring your direct messages, but active online, repeating this pattern over and over, using mutual friends to see if you're still chasing, then you're not dealing with confusion. You're dealing with manipulation. The solution? Cut it off, not silence, not reflection. Complete erasure. 9. Total disconnection is the final move. No social media, no shared spaces, no conversations about her with friends. You remove her presence like a virus from your emotional system. Why does this work? Because manipulators feed on response. They want to know they still control your mood, your mind, your moves. The moment you disappear fully, they panic. They search. They ask. They probe. But by then, it's too late. Because you've seen the game, and you're no longer playing. 10. The final Machiavellian wisdom. Here's the truth most men can't swallow. Some women aren't seeking love. They're seeking emotional amusement. You're not the man in her life, you're the character in her drama. And once you realize that, the only winning move is to end the show. Your time, focus, and emotional energy are sacred. Don't waste them on games disguised as relationships. Because when you apply these principles, you don't just avoid heartbreak, you attract women who respect strength, value communication, and match your standards. You don't lose love, you lose manipulation. And in doing so, you become the man too valuable to chase, but far too powerful to be ignored.